Many streets in Anderson were named for famous locals, but one prominent street was named for a man who never lived in Anderson, nor set foot in the city. We'll learn about this beautiful street and the man that shared its name next under the Kudzu. George McDuffie was a native of Thompson, Georgia, born August 10, 1790. While clerking in his father's store in Augusta, Georgia, he was noticed by John C. Calhoun, who had an office in the town. Calhoun took a liking to the young boy and sponsored his education at Moses Waddell's famous Willington Academy, where many of South Carolina's early leaders received their education. McDuffie excelled at the academy and in 1813 graduated from South Carolina College. He was admitted to the bar in 1814. Over the next 50 years, McDuffie would hold state and federal offices, serving as South Carolina's 55th governor from 1834 to 1836 and U.S. Senator from 1842 to 1846, alongside his mentor, John C. Calhoun. McDuffie died at his home, Cherry Hill, in 1851. McDuffie is remembered in Anderson with the naming of McDuffie Street, originally known as East Boundary Street. The date of the renaming is unknown, but probably took place in the mid-19th century. From its beginning, the street has been a jewel for Anderson. Many of the fine historic homes on the street once belonged to business families that helped build the town. Two historic churches are also located on the street. The oldest congregation in Anderson, St. John's United Methodist Church, was built in 1912. The congregation first started meeting in 1828 in a log meeting house on West Benson Street. The Brock Brown Hall House was built around 1893 by James Albert Brock, banker and textile pioneer. The property on which the house sits is the former Rose Garden of Echo Hall, home of Judge J.O. Reed, Brock's father-in-law. This present structure was erected in 1904, but the history of Grace Episcopal Church goes back much further. Famous members of the church include John Bonham, Chief Justice of the State Supreme Court, and Confederate General Bishop Ellison Capers. Built in 1853, this house was bought by Julius Poppe, a native of Germany. Poppe participated in several revolutions in Germany and was exiled for his actions. He operated a tavern located on Brick Range, the east side of County Square, and a business out of his home. Since his passing in 1902, the house has undergone significant interior and exterior alterations. Built around 1879, the Sullivan-Thompson House was the home of Nimrod Sullivan and his family. Sullivan was an early business pioneer in Anderson, and his four sons were founders of Sullivan Hardware Company. Now demolished, this corner was the site of the Sullivan Timmerman House. Designed in the Chinese Chippendale style, the home was bought by John P. Sullivan, one of the Sullivan brothers, when it was in a state of disrepair. Sullivan refurbished the house, and it was later the home of George Bell Tillman Sr., Associate Justice of the State Supreme Court, and his son, George Bell Timmerman Jr., who was born in the home in 1912 and later served as the 105th governor of South Carolina from 1955 to 1959. The homes on McDuffie Street and the lives they represent help form the backbone of Anderson, but it's just one street with many stories to tell. I'm Brian Scott. Join me soon on Under the Kudzu as we'll explore more of these locations.